everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel's Wig Reform. I have a new wig to show you today. This is another Jon Renau light cap construction wig. This is Julianne this time. A couple weeks ago I showed you Zara in the new light cap, and I just received Julianne. Now, I had Julianne before in the original cap construction. She was overwhelming, to say the least. And I have pictures that I am going to post on my Facebook page, Rachel's Wig Reform, to show you exactly what that looked like right out of the box compared to what this one looks like right out of the box. It is night and day. I mean, this new light cap construction kind of changes everything, in my opinion. The original Julianne that I purchased, I really had to thin her out. Like, almost half of the wig I felt like I had to thin out in order for it to be not so overwhelming and poofy. And this one right out of the box is pretty unbelievable in a good way. So I purchased this wig from Pretty Wigs to You. This is a Canadian-based Jon Renau wig supplier. Heather Scott owns the company. I absolutely love working with Heather. She is fabulous. She has great customer service. When you go to her site, which I will also link in the description box, just know that most of the currency is going to show up in the Canadian dollar, and you do have to switch that over to the American currency or to whatever currency you're shopping with. And it is also kind of confusing because when you check out, it shows in Canadian dollar, but you're really only being charged whatever currency you're using. But again, I'll put all of that information in the description box below with the link to Pretty Wigs to You. So let's talk about the cap construction to start with. This is the original cap or hand-tied cap construction by Jon Renau. Now, this is not Julianne. This is actually Cameron. But you can see it's just that basic 100% hand-tied cap, your basic ear tabs, basic nape. It has the full mono top with the temple-to-temple lace front. So what is different in the light cap construction? First of all, just picking this wig up, it feels like I literally have nothing in my hands. It's just so light. But here's the difference. First of all, they have a polyurethane strip across the back in the nape area, which also makes this a much thinner piece across the back of the nape area. And this is good if you want to do updos or pull your hair into a low bun or a ponytail. This gives a more realistic hairline in the nape. It also has the polyurethane ear tabs. These are game changers. These are so thin and lay so nice to the side of your head. It is so easy to put glasses on and off. It's like you don't even have a wig on. These are very thin, and it's like they're not even there. Still has the full mono top, but the other difference that you'll notice is that it does have the ear-to-ear lace. And we'll talk about that more when I put her on, which I'm going to do right now. Now, this is in the color Malibu Blonde. I wanted Palm Springs Blonde, but they're out of stock with that color. So I went with this one. Let me go ahead and throw her on. I had to kick my husband out of the house to do this review. He's on his 3rd week of vacation. I mean, 2 would have been enough. But I'm like, can you go somewhere? I need to review this wig, and I just can't have you in the house. So he left. I mean, I love him to death, but, you know, by your 3rd week of vacation, you kind of want to throat punch him. You know, like, when are you going back to work? But anyways, let's get back to the wig. So, immediately when I put this wig on, I have not brushed her or anything. I am only running my fingers through her. I'm telling you this right now, in the original Julianne that I purchased, there was no way I could have done this. And plus, it was like this big. This right out of the box is pretty unbelievable. I'm not going to comb it or anything. I'm just going to get it straightened up, and let's do a 360. Okay. Now, here is one of the differences with the light cap construction. The lace is bigger, the lace band across the front here, by almost twice the amount, honestly. It comes all the way down to here. Now, me personally, I don't care for that. All as I see now is the lace, especially like up over in here. I like it when the lace is cut right to the hairline, and that's what I will do. I'm not a fan of what I call bare naked lace. If I have any type of lace sticking off the front of my wigs, I normally create some baby hairs on them to make it look like a more natural hairline. Now, the ear to ear lace, here's the downside of it, and I'm just going to be really real with it. When you pull this back, this lace just automatically lifts up. So you have to glue or tape it down in order for that not to pull up like that. Okay, now here's your other option. You can cut that lace right off, which is what I'm going to do. Now, Jon Renau says not to cut the lace. They say that on their regular caps too, with their smart lace fronts. It does not, or I should say for me, it has never ruined the lace on my wigs. I cut the lace on all of my wigs, no matter what the brand, because again, I like it to go right to the hairline, and I like to pluck my parts out and pluck my hairline to make it look more natural. The good thing about these light caps is you don't have to pluck the hairline at all. It is, the density up in here is so much lighter, you don't need to do it. And even up in here, it's not so thick and heavy like it is on their other caps. So I won't have to do the plucking like I normally do, but I'm definitely not going to leave that lace there. If I don't leave the normal amount of lace there, I'm certainly not going to leave the extra. And again, over here on this side, you can see how that just lifts up. So if I cut that right where the hair is, that becomes where that polyurethane ear tab was. So I'm just going to take that off from there so I don't have to worry about that, because that ear tab does lay flat to my head. All right, I'm going to get a comb and comb her out because I have not combed her yet. The other thing that I noticed with Julianne is she has these two pieces right here on each side that are a little long. I'm not a fan of the angles coming forward. That's never been really my thing. So I'm going to, just want to make sure I have this on even with my ear tabs. I put it on so fast. Yes, it is. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm going to trim off those little, there's just two little pieces right here, but I'm not a fan. For me, personally. If you could have seen how much work I had to do to my first Julianne with the original cap, I liked it once I got the work all done. It was a very cute wig, but I never wanted to order it again because I had to do so much thinning and just messing with it in order for it to start to lay right. I mean, most of the times when you have a wavy wig, the side where the part is going, sometimes this section of the bang can just seem so thick and overwhelming, and it's not. You can see how when I pull it away from my face, it stays there. Normally when they're thick and heavy, they just like fall right back, and I actually have to push that back into my face. So can you see that long piece right there? Right here. So if you're wondering how I'm going to cut that, I'm just going to use my thinning shears. I'm not going to do a blunt cut on it. So I'm just going to take that, find it, and then I'm just going to take my thinning shears and pulse it until it cuts. There. See how that's now, you can see that side to this side. Let me do this side for you real quick. So this is a real easy fix if you don't like this. And I just do my thinning shears with it so it's not a real blunt cut. This side might be a little bit longer still. All right. This wig is fantastic. Alrighty. I mean, honest to goodness, this is, yeah, this side is still a little longer, but I'll fix that. I really could just leave the house right now, besides the fact that the lace is too overwhelming for me. But these curls and the density and the way this entire style just lays, I love it. I'll do a spin now that I've got it combed out, because I don't like the curls real tight. They were kind of a little like ringlets when they first came, and I do like to brush that out. So here we go. Back to the front. So this is Julianne in the Light collection cap. There's no ear tabs here. It's really crazy. And it's just really crazy how light the cap feels just holding on to the wig, and then how light it feels on your head. So I now have Zara Light, Julianne Light, and the next one I'm going to order is Cameron Light. I just recently ordered Cameron in the original cap, so I could see what that style was like, and then I can compare it to the light cap. The other two options in the light cap is Carrie and, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. It's right on the tip of my tongue, the really long one. I apologize. It will be in the description box. But those are both human hair wigs, and the price is substantially more. Not ready to go into that price range yet. And plus, I don't know. I mean, the synthetic fibers just work for me. They're easy. For those of you who are, maybe watching this with wigs for the very first time, what's the difference between a human hair wig and a synthetic wig? Well, see all these curls in here? When I wash this wig, they're right back in there. If this was a human hair wig, I would have to curl it every single time I washed it to get these curls in here. With synthetic wigs, the style is permanent. So once you wash it and hang it up to dry and you comb it out, it is going to go right back to this style. If you are caught out in the rain and your hair gets really wet, once it dries, it's going to go right back to this style. The other thing is right now, the humidity is like the rainforest. It feels like, especially in my area, when you wear a synthetic wig out into it, especially a curly one, the humidity with human hair makes it just, humidity is a disaster for curly human hair wig or curly human hair. And with synthetic wigs, it doesn't affect it at all. So those are the pros and cons to the synthetic wigs or the human hair wigs. Carrie is a very cute human hairstyle. It's a little longer than Cameron. I would really love that if they offered it in a synthetic option. But I'm also hoping that Jon Renau will start making this light cap into some of their other popular wigs like Rachel or well, they already did it with Zara, but Amber, I'm trying to think of another one off the top of my head. Alessandra, I really love that wig. Just a few more options with this light cap construction. Okay, everyone, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Also, make sure you follow the link to Rachel's Wig Reform Facebook page, and you can follow me there and see all of my before and after pictures, and make sure you go there to see my original Julianne to this one and see the difference in poofiness. All right, everyone, we'll talk with you soon.